Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing great at your places. And today we'll be starting with a new chapter that is the camel and, of course, the jackal. See, we both are talking about two creatures. That is why the is mentioned because both are proper nouns, because both are different creatures. So let's just begin with it. The title of our chapter is The Camel and, of course, the Jackal, right? We just read this story showcasing. Showcasing means दर्शा रहे हैं. It is depicting the clever tactics. इनकी कैसे इनकी tactics है means the clever चाल जिसको हम बोलते हैं tricks used by the jackal so that he can win over the camel. जिससे कि वो camel पे क्या कर सके win कर सके means over here he is trying to have make him as his prey, right? So there lived once upon a time there lived a camel and a jackal who were very good friends. दोनों बहुत ही अच्छे friends थे. And one day the jackal came to know that there was a fine field of sugarcane. There is a fine field of sugarcane means there is a field of sugarcane means वहाँ पे क्या है गन्ने की कोई एक आप कह सकते हैं मतलब काइंड ऑफ आप शुगर केन फील्ड मतलब गन्ने का एक फील्ड है जहाँ पे बहुत सारे शुगर केन ग्रो किए जाते हैं एंड फॉर योर नॉलेज दीज शुगर केन की हेल्प से ही हम लोग शुगर्स बनाते हैं एंड दे आर रिच इन ग्लूकोज इफ यू आर कंज्यूमिंग ईच डे दिस शुगर केन जूस it requires it basically contains a lot of you can say it contains a lot of glucose which helps in the mental development basically हमारे दिमाग को बहुत अच्छा करता है it makes us active all day right going on the other side of the river. So he went to the camel. वो camel की तरफ गया and told him about it. Camel को बताया ये सब, right? Let's just go to this field. Why we will enjoy this juicy sugarcane हम लोग enjoy करेंगे. I'm sure you will find many crabs over there. बहुत सारे crabs होंगे, bones होंगी, dead fish होंगी, क्योंकि water side पे होंगी, which will make a tasty dinner for me. जो कि मेरे लिए बहुत tasty dinner बनाएंगी. So this plan will basically suit for both of us. हम दोनों के लिए बहुत अच्छा प्लान रहेगा तो व्हाट डू यू से तुम क्या कहते हो फाइन बाय मी ठीक है मेरे लिए इट्स फाइन वी विल गो होप हॉप ऑन टू माय हम्प मेरे हम्प के ऊपर आ जाइए सी देयर इज अ हम्प ऑन अ कैमल why this there is a hump on a camel because it is used to store around liters of water inside this hump when the people of the desert they are they are in the situation of scarcity of water at that time this hump they basically kill this camel and use this hump use this water which is kept inside this hump which is stored inside this hump and they consume it as to quench their thirst so that is why these camels they are known as they are known as the king of desert right so he's saying that let's just go on my hump let's go and reply the camel now the camel he just swam across the river वो लोग river cross करके गए with the jackal on his back since we all know that jackal जो है वो swim नहीं कर सकते हैं when they reached the sugarcane field जब वो लोग वहां पहुंच गए the camel ambled across to the sugarcane camel sugarcane की तरफ गया and the jackal he just ran up गया and he just down the river back river के back में पीछे की साइड आ गया devouring all the crabs devouring means बहुत ही भूखी तरीके से खाना right dead fishes bones जितना खा सकता था he was eating right being a smaller animal he finished his meal quickly वो जल्दी जल्दी उसने अपनी मील को quickly finish कर दिया the camel had just about 2 or 3 mouthful सिर्फ उसने 2 या 3 शुगर केन ही खाए when the jackal did something foolish तब jackal ने कुछ बहुत ही मूर्खता कर दी है right he began to run around and round the sugarcane field की तरफ ऐसे घूम रहा है चक्कर लगा रहा है howling and yelping all his might जितना वो शोर मचा सकता है not realizing that he was put them in peril what do you mean by this peril means danger right Sure enough, no sooner had the villagers heard. अब सारे villagers ने ये सब चीजें सुन ली. The howling and yelping. Then they came with the sticks. बहुत बड़े sticks के आ गए to stop to the jackal from scratching the holes in the ground. कि वो जो कर रहा था ground में बहुत ही ज्यादा मिट्टी को सड़ा रहा था and spoiling the roots of the sugarcane plants. तो उनके sugarcane plants को खराब कर रहा था. But much to their surprise when they got there जब वो लोग वहां गए they did not find the jackal उन्होंने jackal को find out नहीं किया but उसकी जगह क्या मिल गया camel मिल गया and the cunning jackal वो बहुत ही ज्यादा छोटा था वो उसने क्या किया he managed to hide among the plants के बीच में वो छुप गया देखिए among the plants इसने लिखा है because there are many plants but जो poor camel है he cannot hit because he got beaten by this black and blue मतलब उसको बहुत बेरहमी से मारा दिस इज अ मुहावरा बहुत बुरी तरीके से मारना इज ब्लैक एंड ब्लू एंग्री विलेजर्स जो हैं वो उसके पीछे पीछे चेज हिम अक्रॉस द रिवर एंड लेफ्ट हिम देयर हाफ डेड, उसको मार मार के अधमरा छोड़ दिया. When the jackal saw that the coast was absolutely clear and he came to the camel, वो camel के पास गया and let's just head back home, घर चलते हैं, pretending ऐसा तो कुछ हुआ ही नहीं है. The camel said very well, got on my back, मेरे back पे बैठो, and the camel got into their river once more. वापस से वो वहीं से निकल के जा रहे हैं. When they were mid stream, जब वो बीच में थे, the water was very deep and the camel said, friend jackal, there was a fine way in which you have behaved me. I have seen that तुमने मेरे साथ रास्ते में कैसा बिहेव किया है. नो सूनर यू हैड फिनिश्ड योर डिनर, तुमने जल्दी जल्दी अपना डिनर फिनिश कर लिया और वहां पे शोर मचाना स्टार्ट कर दिया. यू स्टार्टेड yelping and howling all over the place, loud enough to arouse the villagers to come and trash me so severely means very badly, so I could hardly get up. Why did you make such noise? इतनी आवाजें क्यों निकाली तुमने? Well, I don't know. It's my habit to sing a little and a dance about after my meal. ये मेरी आदत है कि खाने के बाद मुझे क्या करना है, गाना गाना और डांस करना है. The jackal replied and he tried to defend himself. खुद को बचाने लगा. By now the camel had swum to the deepest part of the river. River के बिल्कुल गहराई वाले पार्ट में आ गया. He now turned to the jackal and said, My dear jackal friend, I felt very anxious to roll over. अब मेरे को बहुत अजीब लग रहा है. I'll just roll over. Oh, don't. Oh, pray don't do that. वो कह रही अब तुम प्रार्थना करो, प्लीज ये मत करो. The jackal cried out the alarm. You are well aware that a jackal cannot swim. तुम्हें बहुत अच्छे से पता है कि जकैल जो है वो स्विम नहीं कर सकते हैं. Why do you suddenly want to roll over? अब तुम्हें roll over क्यों करना है? What a crazy idea, and that too in the middle of the river. वो भी river के बीच में. Well, I don't know, answered the camel calmly. It's my habit. ये मेरी आदत है to always leave a little roll after a मील के बाद थोड़ा सा ऐसा रोल करना. रोल करना मीन्स आप समझ रहे हैं, देयर इज अ ट्विस्ट एंड टर्न. कोटिंग द जकैल के एग्जैक्ट वर्ड कोट करें. हैविंग सेड दैट ही रोल्ड इन द रिवर एंड शेकिंग हिज टेरिफाइड, उसको कांपता हुआ छोड़ दिया, एंड स्क्रीमिंग सो कॉल्ड फ्रेंड इनटू द swirling water. Swirling water means the speed of the water is very fast, right? The jackal got drowned, वो क्या हो गया, डूब गया. एंड ही बट द कैमल जो है वो सेफली शोर पे सेफली रिवर के किनारे पहुंच गया. एंड मूविंग ऑन टू दिस वर्ड मीनिंग, द फर्स्ट वर्ड इज एम्बल. एम्बल मीन्स बहुत जल्दी जल्दी भागना. अलार्म मीन्स डिस्प्ले. होलिंग का मतलब होता है wailing cry. Peril is of course the danger I told you. Pray is of course please. Quoting means saying the exact word, and severely means very harshly, very rudely, very adversely, unkindly. You can write all those words. Right, moving on to this practice time. First we'll be completing the MCQs. Who came to know that there was a little field of sugarcane growing on the other side of the river? It was absolutely the jackal. Right, who finished the meal quickly? Of course, it was the jackal. He was very clever. What? Who did the foolish thing? It was the jackal only. And what is the meaning of peril? Peril means danger. And what is the meaning of alarm? Alarm का मतलब क्या होता है? That is of course the worried, right? Moving on to this fill in the blanks. Being a much dash, he finished his meal quickly. Of course, who was he? This is of course the jackal, क्योंकि वो बहुत छोटे थे तो उन्होंने अपनी सारी मील को जल्दी जल्दी खा लिया था. Dash villagers chased him towards the river and left him half dead. Of course, they were the villagers. They were very much angry. And right by now, the Dash had swum to the deepest part. That is the camel. जो है वो deepest part में आ चुके हैं river के, which is the part of the river. Right, the jackal dash on the camel's back. Jackal hopped. Right, the jackal got dash, but the dash swim safely. That is the jackal got drowned. वो डूब गया. और जो camel है, but the camel, yes, was the camel who swam very safely to his place. Right, moving on to this true and false. The first is jackal and camel, they were not good friends. This is absolutely false. Next is the jackal can swim. This is absolutely false. He cannot swim. Right, the jackal finished his meal quickly. This is true. बहुत जल्दी जल्दी उन्होंने अपनी मील खत्म कर ली. The angry villagers chased the camel across the river and left him there half dead. This is true. Next is the jackal got thrown into the river. This is absolutely true. Right, moving on to this question answers. Please complete all these question answers at your own. And I hope you all understood this chapter. It was quite easy. Please go through all the word meanings that came in across and keep doing hard work for your goal and stay blessed. Thank you.